Good evening, campers, and welcome aboard the Starship Nightwish. I'm Commander Exorcist, and today we got a Galnet article update in Elite Dangerous. Really interesting one, and this is kind of like an auxiliary, a supplemental Taco Tuesday, because we actually did a video about, or at least related to the theme of this community goal. We've actually done a couple of videos about this because Felicia Winters, the new president of the Federation, who has been missing for a while. Say missing, she hasn't been speaking to us for a while. She has mysteriously reappeared out of nowhere, and apparently she has a explanation as to where she's been. And so we're going to go through the article real quick, and then the article's kind of, article's part of what I want to cover. But what I really want to cover too is the CG and its expectations, because that starts today and will run for the next week or so. And it's a little bit of a challenge, but it should be interesting. The rewards are kind of fun. So we're going to jump right to delivering critical aid to the Rhea disaster. Now, Rhea 3 was devastated by a series of earthquakes. Yours truly put on the tinfoil hat when that happened and wondered if Ramta, or some of the people that were involved in creating the nanite torpedo systems that were used to attack the Titans, might have had something to do with that. We never got anything with that. It never came to fruition as far as the as lore or anything in the game, so we really didn't get anything with that. But we're going to go through this real quick because the Pilots Federation alert, the Federation has requested shipments of supplies in the Rhea system to help rebuild critical infrastructure. I'm a little shocked that it's taken this long for the outreach to support Rhea 3, but I mean, we're 4 months later. This has been this event was 4 months ago. So that's one of the reasons I'm talking about it now instead of waiting till next week. It's just really weird that it's been so long and then all of a sudden this is a big deal. Intense seismic activity across Rhea 3's largest continent demolished entire cities and townships last year, causing widespread death and injury. Rescue operations have saved over 1 million people, but local infrastructure has been compromised and vital construction supplies are running low. President-elect Felicia Winters. Hey, welcome back, Felicia. She has finally decided to join us. Spoke publicly for the first time since leaving for Rhea 3 to announce a support initiative. Now, if you don't recall, Felicia Winters' family, her family is from Rhea 3, so there's a lot of people there. And so this was a really, this hit home for her. So she had to go back and help out. But she has been lights out as far as communication since she went to Rhea 3. So it's really interesting that, she's back. Guess she's done digging out of the dirt. I know that there are individuals out there who have tried to use my absence from office to undermine the will of the Federation's people by calling for a re-election. El Presidente did that, so he thinks that there should be a re-election. And she's right. There have been some people who's like, look, if you're not going to be able to run the Federation, you need to step down. And it is interesting that she is bringing this up because it's got to be addressed. I think it's got to be addressed because this was a major event, and there's going to be major disasters during her tenure. She's going to have to be able to manage the Federation and its day-to-day operations in addition to any particular crisis that might be going on. Of course they have. To them I simply say this: to care for your home planet, for your people, is not a weakness. But unfortunately, I have now reached the limit of what I can do to help through private channels. So I'm humbly requesting the aid of our galaxy's pilots, and here we go. Please provide crucial materials to support Rhea 3's recovery. So obviously they've done enough search and recovery, and now they're ready to start rebuilding some of the primary infrastructure, which is fun. And the commanders of the galaxy are always ready to lend a hand, especially when there's something good to come of it. Federal Liberal Command, the controlling faction, has called for pilots to transport power generators, aluminum, and titanium to Edo Orbital in the Rhea system. So there is your instructions. You need power generators, aluminum, and titanium. In related news, the formation of a new federal government by the Liberal Party continues to be delayed, with no confirmed inauguration in sight. Proposals for a re-election or for President Hudson to remain in an office for another term have been rejected by Congress once again. So, outside of the lore, this has been delayed because of the implementation of Power Play 2.0. I think that Felicia Winters is going to replace Hudson in Power Play 2.0. So we're looking at possibly an inauguration after September, once the Power Play system is in place and she kind of has her hold on her strongholds in the galaxy and that kind of stuff. So here's the article. So Rhea 3 was devastated. It's been a while. Where has she been? There have been calls to say, hey, where's our president-elect at? And so we are being asked to provide support to Rhea 3 and help them rebuild their critical infrastructure. Now, this comes directly from Inara. This is these are the instructions for what they need from Federation pilots. So, as I said, we need power generators. So if you're looking to participate, look out for power generators, titanium, and aluminum. Take them to Ito Orbital in the Rhea system. It's not far away from, I believe, the Central Star. So if you want to take an SCO drive, that's fine. You're probably going to overshoot it if you're using that thing. So I just think the old school frameshift drive will probably do nicely. Let's take a look right quick at the rewards. So tier 4, you're going to get the Scarab SRV orange paint job variant. So that's pretty cool that you'll get that. Now tier 5 though is where it's really cool. There is a corrosion resistant cargo rack that you get, and a size 6 cargo capacity of 64. I believe that it's one of those where if tier 5 can be reached, everyone gets it, or at least something along those lines. If you're a top 50% contributor, even if you don't personally reach tier 5, as long as you're in that range, you'll be able to get the exceptional cargo corrosion control cargo rack that you see on your screen there. And so those are the instructions for the CG. It starts today, has been going for a little while. There are people already underway. You can see fleet carrier jump times have been up a little bit. So people, this is underway. So get out there and help Rhea 3 as best you can. Help Felicia Winters, to help her family, and to help the millions and millions of people that are still without basic resources on the planet, because that is what we do. These are the disciples. If you would like to support my work, patreon.com/Commander Exodus. It's these people that keep this channel going. You get access to behind-the-scenes stuff, early access to projects that I'm working on, and much, much more. Okay, quick and easy today, everybody. Not a long, drawn-out Taco Tuesday style, just kind of the basics of what we're looking at as far as the CG, and a little bit behind the scenes on the lore. There was a point where I felt that maybe Hudson would stick around, but it looks like it's going to be Winters. So, Winters is coming, people. Take care, fly safe, and I'll see you out there. Good night.